Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 2 of the Krangled Passives event, and today I start my real character for the event. It's going to be a chieftain. Last time I leveled a duelist, explored a lot of the area of the tree between Marauder and Duelist, and then I've also reviewed all of the ascendancies, decided that I want to spend the rest of the event trying to build a chieftain. It's going to be 2 parts raider, 1 part chieftain, and then 1 part like inquisitor or trickster. There's a bunch of options actually. Alright, passive points. Yeah, everything is still covered up. I think it would really be cool, like, even between characters. Like, if I've leveled another character in this league, I should be able to see all the passives that I've uncovered. I think that'd be really cool. Alright, what do we got here? Damage with bows, damage with 2-hand melee weapons. Both of those are not ideal for what I'm thinking here. You start with a bunch of strength, we need dex, and we need int. Link skill buff effect or 2-hand melee weapon damage. Okay, get a 2-hand melee weapon. I'm going to strip this character of all of its goodies. Alright, here, I can take Molten Strike. Let's go Ground Slam. I just need any 2-handed weapon. I think I'd prefer the Stone Axe. So it's going to be the Stone Axe. Ground Slam plus Ruthless currently. For another red socket, I'll just use the Heavy Strike for now, I guess. Rustic Sash. Okay, 24 fizz damage. Ground Slam, Axe, Mace, Scepter, Staff. Okay, 2-hand, Axe, Mace, Scepter, Staff. Or switch skills. Iron Ring. Alright, I'm going to need accuracy just like on the last build, it seems. But I got to take this 2-hand melee damage into 15 strength. Okay, that works. That's needed and helpful. Just grab a chance to bleed. Level 4, grab my 15 strength. That has 30% increase energy shield from equipped shield. Okay, that passive connects to a lot of nodes though, so it's something. What do we got? Throat Seeker, 30 crit multi. There's int, projectile damage, and mana. And then I've already been connecting the stuff that I've seen. I want to take the int, and then there's attack speed accuracy in there. That's very helpful. That little bit of accuracy will go a long way. And then that has dex. Look at this. And an ancestral protector drop. It's nice because I didn't go back to town. Okay, what's the notable? Harpooner. Chance to impale on hit with 2-handed weapons. Okay. I mean, that's more stacking physical damage. 2-handed weapons, enough to get me going. Like a molten shell, maybe? Well, it also gives me a steel skin. I want a movement skill. Yeah, give me that frost link. I can take this leather belt from my other character. I have a jewel, damage with axes, crit multi, 2-handed weapons. Tribal maul, increased fizz damage. I need another level. I can have a helmet. Grab harpooner, and we have a brand mastery. Okay, that's interesting. And I think if I zoom way out, if I hover over this, can I see any other brand masteries? There's one way out here. Oh, whoa. It works wherever, as long as you can see one. So if I hover over this, it'll highlight like ones. One here. I think that's all of the brand masteries. I think there's just the 3. So if I wanted to do any kind of brand build, I mean, the nodes leading in here are bad for a brand build, one, but there's a lot of things in there that I would want. So that's probably off the table at this point. Armageddon brand's probably not the thing that's going to happen. You can grab a war banner. That's extra accuracy. Okay. Then I need a level. So next level, I think I'm going to take the projectile damage here. Let's just start seeing. I knew this was trap throw speed. There's totem damage, attack speed with wands, 12% fizz damage out here. That's probably where I go next. Next level shows me mana, arcane surge effect, minion life and damage, and flash charges gained. Okay, I got a chance to bleed on my ground slam now. New weapon in war banner. What about this? This is way higher attack speed. 67.5. Oh, I can't ground slam with a sword. Well, too bad. Take an added fire damage instead of chance to bleed? Or a life tap? What the life tap? Instead of chance to bleed. I can get a combustion before the levels start increasing on these. Accuracy's at 88%. That's pretty good. Superior Prismatic Burst. Supports attacks, causing them to trigger the Prismatic Burst spell. Do not support trigger attacks or attacks used by things other than you. trigger on hit. Chooses an element at random and deals damage of that type in an area. Having higher strength makes it more likely to choose fire, dex, cold, int, lightning. Interesting. I'm gonna start leveling it and put it on the ancestral protector. Oh, there's a cooldown time on that. Well, if there's a cooldown, like, is that gonna be good at all? Air Tribal Maul is better than the one I have, and it lets me try out this prismatic burst thing instead of ruthless. I'm going up for flash charges gained. We've got attack damage, totem attack cast speed, elemental damage with wands, Ellie pin with any weapons. Going for the jewel socket. Here we go. Oh, there was a little pop there. I guess it was lightning on that one. And there's a fire. Pretty big AoE there. But if it has a 0.8 second cooldown, I can't, like, it's not going to hit multiple enemies. Yeah, it looks like it can only go off once per attack. It's unfortunate, unless its AoE gets real big. The cooldown is now 0.75, so is the cooldown drop on it? Yeah, as it levels, it gets cooldown. Cool. All right, and here's Brutus. Drop the totem, hit the banner, and adrenaline for a little bit, and I got bopped. I was doing some damage, though, for a second. Round 2. Let's not. Yeah, I'm getting little pulses off. I feel like I don't see the cold one happen, unless it's just a different shade of blue. So I should get a precision. I'm gonna need that for accuracy still. Grab the precision, vitality, leap slam. I could grab an intimidating cry. It makes me want to switch back out of this prismatic burst. I don't think it's for what I have going right now. Everything I have going at the moment is fizz based and impales. The accuracy is good. Prismatic burst is kind of out of place, it feels. I don't have enough sockets for all this stuff. Not even close. Got a pair of gloves with red sockets, Alkit, fire damage, steel skin, vitality, intimidating cry. Got the jewel socket. It shows me movement speed evasion rating, but the jewel is damage. Well, I guess I'm not using axe anymore, but it is damage with two-handed weapons. Global fizz damage with prod speed, two-handed weapons, poison, fizz damage, cold dot, mana on hit. No. Strength damage with two-handed weapons. Yeah, I like that a little better. Muttering Essence of Hatred. I don't have a good source to use that on, actually. Let's take this minion damage, see what's in here. Chaos damage, wither expires slower, increased effect of curses. My whacks are good. Damage is so much better here than it was last time. Intimidating cry is good. And I got this war banner. And those adrenaline hits slap so hard. Got her. 5% curse effect shows me Sentinel, 10 all res, evasion armor, and then Essence Surge. 30 energy shield, faster start of ES recharge. Okay, I'll grab Sentinel. And Sentinel is increased attack damage while in blood stance. And what I need to be doing next, I think, is I need to scout everything around this jewel socket. Because once I get to do lab, everything in radius is going to get strength and any damage. There's probably this attack damage, fizz damage, minion damage even. I wonder if it'll change it to minion damage with fire. But this 10% chaos damage, I can probably turn that into fire. I need to look at everything here. Movement speed boots, next level. I'm gonna take the mana here just to peek in. Toxic strikes, chance to poison, dot multi for poison. Warlord's Mark, that's interesting. Life and mana leech, rage generation when stunned. I mean, I'm kind of going for big bops here. Corrupting Fever might be a better play. I'll try the Warlord's Mark, see if I can fit that in somehow. Toxic Strikes doesn't look good, so I'm going to try the Totem Attack and Cast Speed. That leads to Juggernaut. That's something. Alright, try this Warlord's Mark thing. Well, I probably need to use Ruthless if I'm going to do this, because that'll get me the big, like, stunning bops, actually. I am using Ruthless. Okay, I'm just not doing enough damage then, because he's not getting stunned. Rage is attack damage, attack speed, movement speed. Okay, getting 50 rage just because I have that, like, is speeding me up quite a bit here. And I can drop it on just a normal enemy and hit it and get the rage. So, that's pretty solid. Level 19. Grab Juggernaut. Behind it is 12% spell damage. See, that could become fire damage, I think. I'll take this spell damage. Go ahead and move out here. So if this is chaos damage, physical damage, this is going to be 20% fire. I think it might be. I'm really excited to get the lab and figure that out. Lyra, drop the mark, hit this, hit that, and hit. Then I'll wait for the next Warcry to drop the banner, and then blast. And then hopefully those impale, and the impales will last, and I have damage. That's a lot going on to get the damage out, but feels satisfying to do so. Interesting. Well, this is a fizz weapon. I just found this weapon. Has triple LE damage and faster attack speed. It almost doubles my damage. So, I mean, yeah? Ooh, I can switch to Volcanic Fissure. I missed that somehow. That is 5 damage. Got all my passives. I got 4. So, I want the Chaos Physical damage. That has a dot multi down here. Damage with bows, mana, and max mana. That's not helpful to me really either. That's a tough choice there. Go to the mana, see what's up here. There's Int, Daggers, Dex, 15 Dex. I'm going to take the 15 Dex node, which shows brand equity. Ooh, that's a big brand node. Huh, well, that's interesting. Well, I'm going to grab the Int, start working in here. Oh, another 10% impale chance? Yeah, 20 to 30% is a big jump in impales. Volcanic Fissure also cannot use a sword. Okay. I want to see how this changes things. Because the DPS goes down, but it also has the extra fissures from the projectiles. I bet the ground slam is probably better at getting this rage up. And currently, I think that is more important. The effectiveness of my impales just went down a lot as well. Agate Amulet with life. So this is strength int. Yeah, that's good. Life on hit and life on kill and life. Level 21. Weaver's getting chunked real good. I'm chilling and shocking, and it's triple LE. Axe is pretty cool. Got the Malagaro Spike. I'll take the impale chance. Vanquisher. Crush enemies for 4 seconds when you hit them while they're on full life. I mean, there's so much fizz stuff. Well, I mean, maybe not. Like, Impale is fizz-based, and there are 2 decent fizz nodes out the gate here, which, who knows, if I get this jewel socket, can I turn this fizz damage to fire, or melee damage to fire? Or, does it just drop completely to fire? I gotta stop wondering. Just keep going. And this is where I should take a melee physical support, and have that in prep for a 4-link. Into the Vol Ruins. Level 22. I'll take Vanquisher. This is a blind mastery. Rare 2-stone ring. More fizz than I'm getting off of this. So, sure. Next level. Ooh, I'm going to take the Warcry cooldown recovery rate and AoE. There's Conduit there. A strength passive. Mana reservation efficiency of Herald skills. There's probably a Herald skill I could add to this, especially since I'm using a life tap at this point. I definitely have the mana. I'm going to take brand equity, see what this is. Minion defense with minion spell block. Fall time. I don't know that I can stun him. So let's move the mark to the little guys for the rage. There we go. Still put the mark on him just in case. I don't have my war banner anymore. Keep my rage up. That's so much damage that I'm getting from the rage. It's pretty wild. Almost. There we go. Ooh, I can switch boots here. Not red sockets, though. A ring with fire cold life. That on. Grab a Herald of Ash and a Herald of Purity, I think. Really hurting on red sockets, though. Chest piece with 3 red sockets. Probably worth, actually. Still need a blue socket, but that's a War Banner, Herald of Ash, and Herald of Purity. Can't use them all. I guess I'll stick with the Herald of Ash. And I'm going to take Toxic Strikes. This mastery is Recovery, with a lightning damage on the other side. I need some life nodes. Something I could do is I could just like work down here where I know there's a life node here and here with big fire damage. Big life recovery right here. I also still don't know what a lot of this stuff is, so maybe I just keep scouting. Alright. Piety. Oh, I do have the banner now. So, drop the banner. Yeah, that's good damage for a second. Adrenaline is OP. Ooh, Piety down. Character's doing so much better than the last one. Ooh, there's an Infernal Cry. That might end up making it into the build, though right now, I think I want to go for Vulnerability, maybe. Or I take a Punishment. No, if I take a Curse, I can't use the mark. So, Pride, I guess. So if I can't use Herald of Purity, I can swap these boots. Lose a little bit of movement speed, but lets me have Frostblink back. I think that'll actually help me more in the long run. Flat Fizz and attack speed. This could be a new weapon. DPS 300 to 308. So without a craft, this is a better weapon. Okay. And then I just portal out real quick and go craft Fizz. Level 32 is required. Ooh, well, I'll use the lower Fizzcraft. Mana reservation efficiency of Herald skills. I'll grab that. There's Ellie with attacks and int. Now I can fit the other Herald on. Look at that. And I have more of a Fizz weapon, so they're both more useful. Ooh, Rustic Sash. Flat Fizz to attacks, life. These flash charges gained. Physical attack damage leech. Ooh. Damage 454 to 544. Lose some cold res. It's pretty good. Level 27. Gonna take the LE with attacks. Shows me Avatar the Hunt. Check the mastery in the last node. It is a shield mastery, attack speed, and int. Okay, I don't like any of that. Red socket. I'm gonna grab a corrupting fever. I'm spending life, so that's more damage. Next, I'm gonna take Throat Seeker. This lets me see dagger attack damage, mana, life, mana, and mana. And swap to a different chest. Better life, lightning res. Also allows me to swap boots. Level 29. Take the life and mana, which has spell skill area of effect. Okay, that might eventually be good, because I'm really thinking about Firestorm and Armageddon brand in the end. Level 30. Let's see what the other notable is. Taste for Blood. Max recovery from Leech. What about Cold? Bop, bop. Rage. Oh yeah. My damage is good. Just really need life. After seeing Cole like that, I need a new lab. Zaro, yeah, he's taking some chunky damage. Warcry, exerting double damage attacks is also really awesome. I'm not stunning Zaro though, so didn't get any rage by putting the mark on Zaro. Also, no banner in there, no adrenaline drop. Level 31, I'll take Taste for Blood. Behind that is Int. And there's lieutenants in here. Maybe mark the lieutenant. He be stunned? Yes. There's the rage. I'm not capped on resist either. Something's hurt. Getting the silver door in normal lab. What have we? Jewels, rings. Oh, wow. Okay. Probably worth, I would imagine. Ruby ward. No, everything here is bad. It's all bad. This, turn on corrupting fever, mark, warcry, bop, bop. Exerts. I think that is the way. Yeah, I cannot stun Zaro. At least not with my current damage. There we go. Bunch more stuff. Would a bigger bopping axe actually be better, even though I lowered the attack speed by a lot? Reduced enemy stun threshold. There's a spot on here for physical percent craft. And I take chieftain, send, and elemental damage, attack, and cast speed into Ngamahu. Flames advance. Okay, so before I do this, I have 94 strength. I have a jewel socket with a jewel in it. So this says non-unique jewels cause small and notable passive skills in a large radius to also grant +3 strength, and other damage types transform to apply to fire damage. So hit it. So yeah, that's a lot of strength. So the lightning damage is fire damage. The poison is still poison. Spell damage is still spell damage, actually. Attack damage is still attack damage. But this was Chaos Fizz, and now it is 20% Fire. Vanquisher is 40% Fire instead of Fizz. Minion damage stayed minion damage. Projectile damage stayed projectile damage. So it's only going to be Lightning, Chaos, Cold, Fizz, I guess. Damage with bows is still for bows. Okay then, so let's refund out of Avatar the Hunt. Don't need that. Go exploring. Dagger ailment damage. Chance to poison with spells. Leads to natural remedies with a 4% cast speed, so nothing great there. So I'll put a 60 to 79% fizz on this, 96 to 162. It's pretty nuts. Well, 32. Let's go in here and see what these are. There's a 13 strength. I guess that's 10 strength. Fire damage with attack skills. Maybe it changes elemental damage to fire. And then new axe. 517 up to 681, and I lost a Herald of Purity doing that, so yeah, definitely damage up. I also do not have enough mana to cast Warlord's Mark anymore. I still have the reservation efficiency, yeah. No Warlord's Mark, but the Impales and the big slaps should be just fine. Oh, and I have the banner. And then I can cast the mark because I dropped the banner. Yo, actually, it's okay. Get swapped to Earthquake, Tectonic Slam, Rage Vortex. Tectonic Slam converts Fizz to fire. You can use a sword with Tectonic Slam as well. It's probably better suited towards what I've got going on here than the ground slam. Another passive point. Fire damage with attack skills. There's more accuracy back here. I'm gonna go get refunds. Golden hand acquired. So there I pull out of poison on spell hits and the dagger nodes. Peek back here. Accuracy, wand attacks, faster start of ES recharge, and recharge rate. Nothing great there. Challenge complete for doing the fetid pool. Okay, 2 more respecs. I want the Warcry cooldown. I want the mana reservation efficiency, so I think I just keep pulling out of these. Check the bottom side, power charge duration, strength, and minion life and damage. I think I need to go, where was it? Maybe right here? Was this the fire mastery? Or was it? Yeah, this was a fire mastery. So this is also a fire mastery back here. This has life mana gain on hit, cast speed, and hardy. Oh yeah, and there's magmatic strikes. I don't know that I'm going to eventually need that, but I want the fizz converted to fire. So then the tectonic slam I'll have full conversion. Full 33. I'll at least see what this is. Pain Forger, crit chance, mace or scepters, chance to gain a power charge when you stun with melee damage. Oh nice. I have enough mana. If I have max mana, 23, I can get the mark off. Not the easiest thing to do. The steel skin and all the other things that cost mana. Could get another life tab. Just clean it up. Remove the mark from that realm. I think everything else can kind of sustain itself. I don't drop the totem often. Warcry costs a little bit. I mean, I only need to get the mark off once as well, though. Not stunning him either, even with the double damage hits. Okay, got 23. Mark. There we go. Some big bops. Make sure the totem's down. Hit the Warcry. Bop. Bop. Oh, yeah. Those exerts are crazy. Level 34. 1 more level, and then I get a Warlink. Don't put that. I know I need to go this way. More mana. Yeah, okay, that helps a lot with that. Got dot multi for poison. Chance to poison on hit. A lot of poison stuff seeming to creep up over here. Red orb. That's big. Level 35. Max energy shield. Refund out of this. Life energy shield. 4 passives. I can now take the steel gauntlets from before. I'll put melee fizz damage in for now, but we're getting really close to swapping this to fire. Another passive and 2 respecs. So 2 points go in here, then 2 refunds. It's hardy, and then fizz converted to fire. Okay, so with the tectonic slam, everything is converted to fire. Yeah, so then I don't use melee fizz. I use weapon elemental melee damage with attacks. Yeah, at level 1, that is better than the level 2 melee fizz. Okay, so it'll work about the same. I don't have endurance charges though. Volcanic Fissure gets a bonus every 3rd attack from endurance charges. I think I stick with the Intimidating Cry though. I feel like the double damage really can get some of these stuns off sometimes for the rage on single target, but now I gotta worry about fire and ignite resistant enemies. Another passive point. I'm currently using an axe. I don't know that I want to go for the axe. I'll only take the int, come in here where I know there's life and fire damage. What about flat fire to attacks? The plan here was definitely to go for spells, but it feels like it's just easier to build an attack build given the crazy tree. Resso, it bopped. Oh, you didn't take the mark. I don't know if I'm capable of stunning Resso. It's gotta be with the exerted double damage attacks. I don't think so. Probably need to switch to Ancestral Warchief then to get them more damage, do bigger hits rather than the Ancestral Protector. And I could get a Vol Ancestral Warchief. That also assumes I stay in attacks. 7% life on a jewel. Where's my current jewel? Strength damage with two-handed. I'm using an axe now, so I have the axe two-handed damage. Put that in there. Damage, flat mana, level 39. There's devotion. Finally some life. Just hit that. Corrupting fever. Ow, I don't have fire res tapped. It looks like keep reapplying the mark. Like I have to. Oh, I forgot about the banner. So many things going on here. Uh-oh, I'm out of flasks. Oh, there's one. Oh, barely survived. Level 40. Take the attacks, have chance to ignite. Wait, I gained an endurance charge somehow. How did I gain an endurance charge? Cursed enemies have a 100% chance to grant an endurance charge when slain. Oh, okay. Okay, curse, fever, totem. War cry. Bop, bop. No rage, but piety's going down. Oh, almost right into the beam. There we go. Piety down. Now I can get a mark on hit. Mark on hit requires 63 dex, which I do not have. Dureso's Salute has dex on it, but I probably need the end. Yeah, let's see. I need a turquoise amulet. Not here. Actually kind of curious. I wonder if there's anything in the Halls of the Dead that I can get real quick. Monster level 30? Okay. Well, I can kill enemies. Oh, something's attacking my totem. No. Wait, that. Megan do in here. Like, I don't have amazing damage or anything, but I have enough damage to get through it. Hey, okay, if I put the mark on a basic enemy, not on the boss, then I actually can have rage, and then I can actually do damage. I got Orb of Scourings here. I can turn those into regret orbs. That's really what I'm looking for here. Passive respecs. Ooh, Dodra's Damning. Max roll on the all-res. I'll take that. Well, that is certainly an interesting grab. 20 all-res. This one doesn't have life. Lose fizz to attacks, cold to attacks. For better all-res. I'll take that. 2 orbs of binding. Or I could just re-roll this. I think I'll just re-roll it. Spell blocker, 4 more orbs of scouring. Well, I am just getting my totems destroyed by this group. This is not looking good at all. Well, did not get those scourings, but new set of stuff. It's a lot of flat fizz on a sword. Ooh, flat fizz and fire. Doesn't have as good fizz as the one I have, but it has the extra flat fire, so it probably makes up for it. And it has dexterity on it. I think that's something I need. Well, let's see here. Has 1093 to 1247 and needs some socket work maybe. Can do that later though. Turn all the stuff back on. 1793. 3 regret orbs. What can I do with these? So I pull out these 2 points. I really don't need Harpooner either. So definitely grab Heart of Flame. And I really don't want this increased mana cost of skills. I really want Snowforged though. I think that'll work for now. That's a lot of extra damage. Like this inch, what is this? Claws of the Hawk? No. Fire damage with wands. Damage with weapons penetrates 2% Elures. That's something. Then I'll check out what these are next, I guess. 4 more regret orbs. This is something we did not have last time. There was a Krangled event, that's for sure. Here we go. 4 more. I don't need this brand node. I don't need this toxic strikes. Don't need this mana. This mana, there is Cruel Prep. 5 all-res, 10% life. Hook me up. Link skill, buff effect, chaos physical damage, dual wield damage, melee crit chance. So let's check this one. That's Mind Duration. Okay. Bottom one is Soul of Steel. +1 all max res, big armor. That's a good one to take. I don't know that there's too much more I can do with regret orbs at the moment. Like I need to go back to pushing into something new. But this idea to use Trial of the Ancestors to fish for regret orbs, perfect. And I got a new axe out of it. So, Malachi. I mean, I have this set up. I don't have to continually attack like I was with the multi-strike and the molten shell last time. I actually have freedom to move around and just like too many layered things for me to remember to use everything. It's nightmare time. And I don't know that I can stun you. My hits are good though. I'm just attack really slow without that rage up. And that's with the Ancestral Protector. That gives me attack speed. It does feel though like I have some kind of functional build. The champion had like nothing going for it. It felt like. So something I need to consider with this build is that since jewel sockets are definitely going to be better because passives are going to be all over the place. And since I'm converting the fire, like getting extra benefits from having them, all the extra strength nodes then can potentially be used for tattoos. Still a turquoise amulet. No, still the exact same selection. Berserk. More damage with attacks. More movement speed, more attack speed, less damage taken. Interesting. I'm gonna take the Stone Golem, like I did last time. I'll just go ahead and take Soul of Steel. Then I guess I explore all of this down here, since it's in the radius of my jewel. Other passive. I can't remember if I've looked in here with this mana. I'll get the dot multi first. Mine detonation speed. Hey, a spell suppression. That's good. Fire damage, attack, and cast speed. So this used to be physical damage. And this used to be lightning damage. I think I have seen this. I don't remember what it was though. Sword attacks, fire damage with swords. So this, wait. So this would have been physical, or just increased damage with swords? The dagger node is just with ailments. My ring has a bunch of cold and some fire. Over on lightning. Oh yeah, I need a cold and fire. Chaos res and dex. Oh, let's look for turquoise amulet. This one, they're both magically rolled. Scour it. Alk it. Oh, I just need int here. Or Frostblink. Otherwise, I don't need int at all. Alright, I have 7 chaos. So, life armor is just big life enough here. I can hit this with a craft. I need the life more than anything else, I think, as far as gear goes. And that right there was enough dex to not need this ring. This orb of bindings would have been really cool. Had I taken those. Jeweler's orb on the axe. Make them all red, hopefully. There we go. Put the stone golem in. Warlord's mark. Link to mark on hit. That raises the cost to 48. That might be pushing it. It's not bad if I lose precision. If I lose precision, yeah, that hurts. Let's try this then. Forgot I had the socket craft, so hit this with 4 sockets. And I need a green. With the rest be reds. Like that. Or with the war banner, I still have 103 mana. Okay, that's plenty. Craft on this amulet. Fire and cold res. Close. Still need more. Oh, I missed the start of the Chiefs game. It's a weird football game. NFL games starting at 8:30 in the morning. But my goal is to get to maps, but my sleep schedule's been completely thrown off with making the extra video yesterday. So, as far as I can get before this football game ends, that's when I'll stop. Deerskin boots. The Deerstalkers. Interesting. Regret orb. With the mark on hit, I have to be able to stun rare enemies, which happened there. I think using Ruthless definitely helps with that, but I can't just throw it down on a normal enemy to ramp myself back up to max rage, which is so much simpler to play. Not having to even think about it. All I have to do is really focus on putting down my totem and the war cry. Level 43. Take this fire damage. Yeah, I have seen that. Okay, that's fair. But it is fire damage for the time being. Level 44. Let's go left through the mine detonation speed. There's strength and int. So if I understand correctly, I could put a tattoo on this. Another level cedar tower shield. Flat fire damage, flat lightning damage. Faster attack speed. In-town damage, 1457, 1137, and there's dexterity on the axe that I need. Okay, go for the int, which leads to more int. Valenta passive shows us the notable, which is attack speed accuracy with wands. Well, no damage to convert in there, sadly. So I can pull out of an int, start checking behind the strength. Armor energy shield. Actually got a stun off on Avarius. I did it again. That's really cool. So it's got to be those ruthless hits combined with the Warcry probably. Here we go. Much easier to stun the prayer guards when they show up. Here's one. Yeah. Automatically mark on hit. Tap up on the rage. Go into the next round swinging. I got all this speed all of a sudden. Didn't even drop the banner. So the reduced effect of curses from the mark on hit reduces the amount of rage I get. Got a corrupting blood flask. Take the armor and energy shield, and back here's deep wisdom. Energy shield, mana, intelligence. A jewel. Probably the crimson jewel. Passive 2 respecs. Jewel has multi-totem damage. Freeze shock effect. There's 7 masteries for whatever this is. Looking around the trees, see what else highlights when I hover over it. So I don't know that this is worth taking it all. I'm just gonna save the refund and back out and go in here with the spell suppression. Mana regen per power charge for int into natural authority. Enemies taunted by your war cries take 8% increased damage with increased war cry buff effect. Okay. And that's a dagger mastery. Okay. I mean, the nodes are all good there. Another passive. Go in this. Fire damage, attack, and cast speed. Chaos res, reduced effective curses. It's not the worst thing. How my resists looking? Yeah, I'm gonna be under on fire. Unless I can get endurance charges somehow. Thing is, I'm like getting close to running out of buttons. If I start adding additional war cries into the mix, drop the banner. Bop, bop, bop. That adrenaline does not last long. Herald of Purity is probably not helping me near as much anymore either. Minus 30 all res. So now there's 5 times XP lost when I die. So I guess I need to really try and not die from here on out. Because losing 25% of my level that's a steeper price there. Still not terrible while leveling. It's going to be bad for the final levels, that's for sure. I definitely found resistances. Right, there's fire res right here. Ooh, a speed shrine. That's fun. Ooh, huge bop on that boss. It's all about those exerts. Those exerted attacks that deal double damage. It's pretty ridiculous. Vol Molten Strike, Vol Power Siphon. Okay, I dropped a Sacrifice of Noon. So if I can't find spell suppression, I can go get Atziri Boots and build around that. Level 48. Take the Chaos Res. Back here is Crystal Skin. Ooh, that's big. Because I'm going to get 50% Ailment to Void. So this is 20. So I need 30% Ailment to Void. And I'm ailment immune with Crystal Skin. Oh, okay, well, I did just get a level. Then I died, and I was like, oh, I have 0 XP now. I don't think that really hurt me there yet. Alright, Chukuhama, please don't kill me. Oh, I'm out of flasks. Not looking good. Oh, I killed a totem, got flasks. Not dead yet. And there it went. And yeah, big XP loss. Okay, that's actually a pretty big, it's like side note game changer to this, as well as the next 2 events. Alright, got him. Timber Axe, nope. What about Siege Helmet? A little bit of quality and an Alk? No. I might be able to turn that into something. Although, I get a helmet here, and not too long for a quest reward. Oh, I get 2 refunds if I go clear the beach. Let's try a leather belt here. That's not it. Try and chaos spam the helmet. 72 life with a lot of armor. I need that fire res though. I mean, I just put this on. Way under on fire. If I want to use it, I have to craft fire on it. Better. Not amazing. Steel Skin, Vitality's up there, Intimidating Cry. I take Herald of Purity off. The physical is extra fire is currently really good, I think. From the Herald of Ash. Herald of Purity raises the damage. How much? 130? Not much. I don't have any other mana reservation nodes or anything, so I could fit a 35% aura in there. We need to link 2 blues. So hit the 4 link with a guaranteed 1 blue. Hit another one. Try again. Yes, I got it. Okay. So let's get a Blasphemy support, Flammability, and use that instead of Herald of Purity, I think. Vitality, Herald of Ash. Yeah, that works. Ugh. 52 mana cost for Warlord's Mark, though, with 53 unreserved mana. So what if I then take this chest, make it 4 sockets, give me 3 linked sockets, take my Warlord's Mark on hit, and put a life tap on it. 156 life, sure, whatever. I don't have to worry about the mana. And then while I'm also here, give me a few Ancestral War Chiefs, Vol them. Okay, no Vol Ancestral War Chief. Sad. Place the Ancestral Protector. AoE on that Blasphemy Aura is not great. I mean, it is extra damage though, and I can get it off on the marked enemy, which helps me get the stuns, which increases the amount of rage. And then the new War Chief Totem gives me bigger hits instead of faster speed. That's the idea there. More stuns, more rage. Oh, where's my War Cry? And I got the big slaps after War Cry. Only 2 exerts on that though, so it's not the most useful, but it definitely hits hard when I can use it. That Flammability is going to run up my intelligence requirement really quick, I think. But leveling it'll probably give it AoE. Well, 49. That's Crystal Skin with a minion offense mastery. RIP. Though, these are all useful nodes. So this probably ends up staying, especially as long as I'm using Natural Authority. There's Spell Suppression and Int there. So the only thing I'm getting coming down here for this that's bad is the Dot Multi. Red Orb. Take out Strength. And where to next? think I started exploring this stuff before. And I think I've gone in here for these and found nothing. So let's try the mace nodes. Strength and strength. I died. Oh, I saw it. Oh, that's... Do not want to die in this event. No, no, no. Voidborn Reliquary Key. Huh. Well, I have to have a map device to be able to use that, right? So I won't be able to use that till I get the maps. Okay, here's a Vol Firestorm. I need this leveling in the offhand. I don't like that. It seems like on almost all builds, no matter what, these skeleton cages, the rare ones, are always like more tanky than the boss at the end of the zone is going to be. Uh-oh, I died. Was I really that close to a level? Oh no. So if I die like 3 times to the boss, I can lose an entire level. That is crazy to think about. I'm really excited to see how that plays out in maps, like how hard it actually becomes to get this character leveled. I mean, it's probably going to be pretty awful if I'm using Tectonic Slam regardless, but ow, he hurts. Yeah, it reapplies my Warlord's Mark to a target that already has it, and that's costing me a lot of life. And it doesn't make sense at the same time. Like, if I'm hitting an enemy with the mark on it, it shouldn't reapply my mark to that enemy. Level 50. Grab strength. Behind that is 6% life. Lots of gems level. And will Slotha's Nest be stunned? It can. Cool. I'm not really packing the damage anymore to stun like big single targets, but oh, almost. And there's Slotha. 84% XP. Really can't be dying here. Okay, round 2. Bop, bop. This and adrenaline bops. I think I only got 1, but even still, no stuns there. Uh-oh. Don't get hit by those. Come on. Bop, bop. No, come on. One more. There it is. Woo! Passive points. There's this helmet. Go for the Zealot helmet here. I need those 2 blues in case it's going to be good. It's not, but 3 passive points is life into Written in Blood, Strength, Life, Energy, Shield. This is a Mana Mastery, Mana Reservation Efficiency. Means I level the Vitality and the Precision higher if I need to. 14% Evasion behind there. Check this side. With the Strength, there's Crit Multi with Totem Skills. Really happy I found another life node. And I am really curious, what are my options here? Flat Fizz damage, life regen, guard skill duration, stun duration, strike range, life leech, stun threshold. So, okay, this is Rango Kurai. No, this is my stun threshold. It's not enemy stun threshold. So there's flat fire damage, Warcry cooldown recovery rate. It's good. Armor, maim, explode, avoid bleed. Reduced ignite duration. Melee hits which stun have a chance to fortify. Knockback, totem life, attack block. So, there's a stun duration, but no reduced enemy stun threshold. The flat fire damage will be easy to get a bunch of. And this would work for attacks and spells. It doesn't specify, so it would work for both. Tattoos, though, give an interesting extra layer to this. More so than in the base game, because everything's sort of balanced around the tree. But, like, finding good stuff back here, like a Written in Blood, like, I can make these nodes worth more. Because I know these strength nodes are just going to be not near as good. I got 243 strength because of this jewel thing. And, that's going to apply to any jewel socket that I get. It's really got me thinking. I get 2 refunds if I clear the speech, so do that. And I need to start thinking about a weapon upgrade. Be on the lookout for bases. There are probably 2-hand maces that reduce enemy stun threshold. I think there's a reduced enemy stun threshold right at the duelist's start. I don't recall seeing any others. I did find a stun mastery yesterday on the duelist as well. It also, though, assumes I don't switch into a spell build. Something I'm definitely open to. The only thing I know about this character is that I'm committed to fire damage, without a doubt, because the jewel sockets are converting stuff into fire. And another level here as well. Cool. Lily is going to give me passive respecs. Okay, then. Take out this mine detonation speed. What's back here? Dismembering, melee crit chance, and multi. Okay, I'm just going to refund that one. I don't know what this small passive is, but that's fine. I'm curious though, if I I were to come up here and get this jewel socket, like, would the overlaps add an additional 3 strength? Does this seem to indicate that? Non-unique jewels cause small and notable passives in a large radius to also grant +3 to strength. That kind of sounds like it would double dip the strength if I really lay into the jewel sockets. In a way, it's kind of begging for a Brutus lead sprinkler, honestly. Why don't, with these 2 points, I come up here, go ahead and take this jewel socket, and I have a life jewel with Dex Int. Damage with maces or scepters, or the strength damage with 2 hand. So how much extra strength is this? 49 strength. That's not a huge deal. Let me switch and like look and see what I had on these. So here's Executioner, crit chance multi with maces. Warrior's Blood. Was it this? No. Reduced enemy stun threshold is right here. Behind damage with swords. Chance to avoid chill and freeze there. I still haven't gotten melding. And then there's AoE there. Sanctity, discipline and training. Stun duration on enemies. Magmatic Strikes is good with life regen. Yeah, nothing super crazy that I really need to go after outside of Snowforged. But if I've got Snow... Like, I don't know that this jewel socket with a large radius would hit Snowforged. It might get Heart of Flame, which wouldn't really get this cold damage converted into fire. If I had a staff... One with the river is very strong, especially off an area of effect. Those would be 2 huge points. I wouldn't be able to kind of like lay into the axes like I did on the champion, because I'm really kind of leaning towards stuns. There's still so much I don't know. Now they're like, these mana nodes are all over the place too. I could just go off and start scouting some keystones. With the amount of mana all over the place, it could open up some kind of mind over matter thing. I keep hitting my war cry and then attacking these rare enemies. I have to hit them first to apply the mark, and then I can drop the stuff so that both of my exerted hits will have the chance to stun, rather than just the second one, because the first one would be applying the mark. 52. Let's go up. Blind duration. 15 life per enemy killed with recoup, 10 dex, minion multi. A totemic maul. Okay, that could be quite a bopper. Bases in the shop, stun duration. Stun threshold is on the one-handers. There's item level 33 on the shadow axe. So I've got to be getting a new threshold of rolls for sure by this point. But the totemic maul is pretty bad. Bladed maul though. Lightning damage dot multi. I ended up playing two-handed mace last Krangled event, except it was a crit Frostblade's Trickster. 6 sockets. Level 53. I think I go up here, take the dexterity. Ooh! Mage Bane. Okay. Chance to ignite duration up here. Area of effect of hex skills is also really good with the blasphemy aura. Okay, that was a good find in lots of different ways. Brine King time. Oh yeah, he does some cold damage. Hurts a little bit. If I could fully convert Ground Slam to fire, I think I'd probably play with that over this Tectonic Slam. Because Ground Slam has the increased damage, like, the closer the target is to you, so you could stand on top of the target and get extra damage with Ground Slam. Tectonic Slam really doesn't have that. It has the Endurance Charge AoE scaling, and there's no way I'm stunning this boss. About right here is like the worst my damage is felt in a couple hours on this build. So I gotta consider, like, I am getting attack and mana leech from the Warlord's Mark, but if I'm not stunning the enemy, is it even worth to have it at all? I don't think that it is. Like, it's a wasted curse in that situation. A Poacher's Mark would be better, as like the enemy takes increased flat fizz, so that would be converted to fire and be extra damage there. But elemental weakness or a punishment, additional curse, would do better than the Warlord's Mark, that's for sure. Got it. A noble axe. Is that what I need? No. 1 level gets me to the threshold for this Dread Maul. I'm gonna grab that. I can scour it, quality it up. And then a few chaos spams to get, okay, fizz percent fizz, 150 to 210 with some fire res. Okay, and then here I can craft percent fire damage or probably the flat fire damage. And then I need 4 sockets. Then give me 1 green. Okay, well, I mean, I can drop the Corrupting Fever. That's probably the thing that is least value that I have. And there's Dex here. But I don't need it anymore, I just got Dex. Here's my level. How do I get this thing on, though? 3 chromes. Let's just try me green. Okay, that's better. If I drop Corrupting Fever, this can go on. And this is with precision on. 2511. The 3119. Okay, that's pretty big. So, what to go for first? Don't need Mage Bane yet. Damage taken, recoup. Let's get the AoE Hex skills. There's some minion attack and cast speed back there. Oh, whoa. This has Ellie with attacks on it. Is there anything on here that I need? No. Physical attack damage, leeches life, does nothing. Throw this one in. More damage. Resists are still not here. I'm definitely feeling the increase in damage. Like, it actually has helped quite a bit. Feels much, much better. It might be enough damage for me to go back to Trial of the Ancestors and have a little bit of a chance. I don't know if there's anything I desperately need. Like, I could get more regrets, but I'm finding decent things still at the moment. And on that note, let's take some minion attack and cast speed for profane chemistry, though. That's a really good note. Garo. Bop, 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 bop. I think I have up to 30% chance to ignite now. I mean, those ignites have to be doing some kind of damage. Yeah, I saw a little tick there. Okay, I hit the banner. Probably a little too early. I guess I can't damage Malagaro when he comes back and Vitalitis is still alive. I was trying to time it to where I could hit them both when I dropped the banner. Okay, got that done. Get my last lab trial. Probably not going to rush it. Go get my next 3 passive points first. Ooh, okay. Now that's a weapon. A lot of damage. I don't think that's enough to, like, commit. But if I had, like, a big elemental weapon, like, I'm converting the fizz into fire, sure. That's not hard. 60% on the gym, 40% for mastery. It's giving me a ton of regen in the process. It would make the Herald of Ash not as useful, as Fizz's extra fire works nicely when you're stacking physical damage. But the potential, like raw damage output of a big Ellie weapon's probably higher. And then I don't need any of this Fizz's extra scaling. And we've got Groost. And I have a question for my German viewers. I know I have a lot of German viewers. How big of a deal is an NFL football game being played in Frankfurt over there? So I just watched the end of the Chiefs-Dolphins game that was being held over there. Crowd seemed very into it, but like I'm curious, like outside of what they're showing on the broadcast, like is it actually a big deal over in Germany and London when these NFL games go over there? Level 56. Okay, grab Profane Chemistry. 2-hand Mastery. More stun duration. Ruthless hits intimidate for 4 seconds. Reduce attack speed for bigger damage. Damage against rare unique enemies. Yeah, none of those are amazing. And there's Totem Life, Totem Ellie res behind that. So regardless, even if this one's good, some pretty not great stuff on the way to Profane Chemistry. Flat damage numbers keep looking higher and higher. Faith Sword, big flat fire damage. Dex issues. Big bops on Groot, cool. Okay, then Warcry. Banner, then bops. Hey, I got a stun. Oh, that's stun duration though. That was some stun duration. Damage feels so much better when you have adrenaline. It's crazy. Made it to the waypoint. Okay, I got 1 passive from levels. And 3 passives here. Pair of boots. Wow, my boots are bad. And a passive and 2 respecs. 4 points. I want to go up into this ignite chance. Got damage with bows. Mana gain on kill, strength, crit chance. Bow damage shows chance to double stun duration. There's life and mana on hit with attacks right here. Grab that. There's aura effect, wand damage. Take the wand damage that shows fending. Chance to knockback. Okay. Refund. Attack speed with claws there. Take the jewel socket. There's fizz attack leech there. But that is another jewel socket. And maybe I can chaos something better on these boots. Got cold lightning res, movement speed. 8 chaos. 20% movement speed. No. Fire chaos. No. I'll say 1 chaos. So now the damage with Mace's Receptors, life, jewel, can slap in here. That's it. Extra strength. Wand damage doesn't convert. Cooldown recovery rate for stance skills up above. This jewel hits a lot of notables that are clustered, which is intriguing. I'm up to 2k life. Okay, Cruel Lab, let's go. I am capped on fire res, so I think that's the biggest deal here. Double resistances rank 2, so I could upgrade this fire and cold craft now. Okay. Hit first, then Warcry, then hit, and then I wait on Warcry. Oh, we've got conduits here too. That's not good. See, that's what I do not want. I don't want to give him cold and lightning damage. So I gotta take my time here and make sure I take these things out. There we go. Nice. Pull it off. And here I've got the bearer things. They're a little more tolerable. Alright, good. Easy trap room. These traps you can see when you've got stuff going on the ground. And I'm getting warped. Nothing I can do about that. But a pretty good job of dodging everything in here so far. Easy. I got an extra key along the way. An Abyssal Axe. Nope. Dread Maul. Tiger Sword. Abyssal Axe. Fizz and Lightning. That's a T4 flat Fizz. Without a percent Fizz there. Like, that rolled with fire. That'd be huge. This one rolled with a decent fire, but it's not it. Cold damage if you've been hit recently. Edict of the Tempest on hit. Sure. And then I Ascend. Projectile damage crit chance. Ew. Okay, well, I'm going through it, and I want Quartz Infusion. So I have phasing, another 40% spell suppression, 44% spell suppression now. So it's not a super huge thing right now. Good defense, and I can run through enemies, but the next one is going to give me, while phasing, nearby enemies have minus 20 fire, cold, lightning res, and 50% ailment avoid while I'm permanently phasing. So let's go kill the boss of Act 7. The Tempest thing is this lightning bolt thing that like charges up on me. There's another level. And with this one, I guess let's see what this notable is. Fury Bolts. Strength, projectile damage, projectile speed, and there is fire damage with 200 melee weapons. Oh! So grabbing this here, change this node to fire damage with 2-handed melee weapons instead of the Fizz. Very cool. Ooh, there's a mana reservation efficiency out here. So there's like nothing useful at all in here with this jewel socket, which is kind of sad. Into the boss fight with 50 rage. That is slowly going down. Bop, bop. Warcry banner. Bop, bop. And that didn't. It's not big enough. Those are the best 2 hits I'm gonna get in this entire fight. But come on. Yes, phase without it moving. I might have missed my Ruthless hit in that combo. It's hard to tell when that one's actually coming. I think that's spell damage, so spell suppression probably would have saved me if I got barraged by that. Not that I'm trying to find out, but there we go. Act 7 done. Heavy Belt, Headsman Axe. Alright, on to Act 8, and this is where I'm going to stop for today after I kill this exile, but we will pick this up here next time. Hopefully I can start clawing my schedule back and getting these videos out in the morning rather than later. But that's going to do it for this one. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.